I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scooch her. She was at her knees.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. For a spot in the NFC Championship game, this one is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first look for the rookie out of USC. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught for the first. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Now a give left side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Play fake here. Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Still inches to go on third down. Daniels. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They've got a man in motion. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He'll take this at the 10. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a first and 10. They'll come out throwing. On the move, headed right. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're throwing it. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going for this. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Now Daniels to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that will add to their score.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Short kick here, fielded at the 17. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back now, pressure on its way. Buys time, rolling right. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it. Escapes his grasp. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing from the gun. He's on the move. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they send a man in motion. First down from the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. It's a 2-score game early. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. The handoff on 3rd and short. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Throwing now from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Offense up to the line fast. Third and long for him here. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start to fight back with their first points of this game. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Daniels. Hits his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over, over.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's throwing deep to the left side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one's marked as a 38-yard punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Mark Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, looking to throw. It's caught, Ferguson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down. They'll try and throw it here. Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception! And the Commanders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. First and 10 from the 41. Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Lone back gets the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Daniels. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Commanders with the football. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Third and just 2 to go. To throw, Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a gain of 4 there, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. This throw is cut. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he goes out. Just needed 1 more step to reach midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. They'll throw on 1st. Ferguson's got it, complete. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on 1st down. Caught by his back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
Working inside the red zone. Flush down out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing it again here. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Gay's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Short kick gathered in at the 15. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Escapes the sack. He's running with it. They get 13 on the pickup. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. That's going to be cut by all. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. from the 46. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got first down from the 31. Back to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They send a tight end in motion. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Back to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Daniels. On the move, headed right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. New set of downs for him from the 46. Again, Daniels to the air. He lets one fly deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D-tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's caught, Ferguson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry-up here. From the gun on 3rd down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Working quickly here.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Pass play now. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 39. This finds all complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To throw here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's the end of the
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Cowboys football, and their season's gonna be over if they don't erase this deficit. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys now trail by just a point in the 4th. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 14. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
2nd and 3. Headed out right. He has it at the 5. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. From the gun, here's a handoff. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. clobbering now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area. They're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Play fake here, Daniels. He throws a bullet deep to the right side, throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Cowboys take possession of the football. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, ball at the 36. Now looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He'll throw again on 2nd down. Finds a man right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice gain by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second down now, 7 to go. To the well again. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Another carry for him. Give him 2 yards on the run. That leaves him 1 short, and it brings up 4th down. Washington calls it second timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. Gay's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Trying to push it deep. He's got it deep downfield. A pickup there of 39. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make even under the best of circumstances.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left and that clock winding down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the fourth. So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. The Commanders think they've got it. Yes, they did get it back. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.